Welcome back, everyone. Another great Sunday, another YouTube Live of Automotive questions and answers here on the channel, Sell Those Flipping Cars. I'm Zachary, and today is all about you. All about the questions you have, the problems you're having on your vehicle, any engine codes that you may have, Any engine codes that you may have. I had to turn my sound off, You never like hearing your own voice, right? So, all right. So now I got the chat up. So if you have any questions, now I can see it. And we can now start. So, guys, welcome back again. Another great YouTube Live here on the channel. I know last week we didn't do it. What was it? Mother's Day. So hopefully all you mothers out there had an amazing day. I know if I did the YouTube Live, my wife would have totally beat me up. So didn't want that. Took the day off and we went ahead and hit the week hard with all these episodes that we were working on this week. So I love doing the YouTube Live now here in the garage. Yes, my walls aren't finished. Our house is a total fixer-upper. Saved money and got one that we knew we would want to change anyways, So the garage, I went ahead and cleaned it out this week, so I had a lot more room to get to my tools, to get to all my cabinets. I knocked these workbenches out when we were working on the Jeep Grand Cherokee last time, so went ahead and got that. All right, so for everyone that did not know or has been following the channel, so we went ahead and went up the Eastern Shore and we had a DMV appointment all the way up there. Virginia is, just crazy when it comes to DMV right now. So we went all the way up there and got all the titles done except the 2 Jeeps that we mailed off. Of course, they were saying during the pandemic and everything, if you mailed off the titles, they would get done quicker than if you waited for an appointment. So we mailed them off, and then our appointment came up, and then to find out, those 2 titles were lost in limbo. Okay, they said it could take up to 4 months, and that's just terrible because we don't make money on vehicles that just sit there, right? So we went ahead and got the Xterra, Durango, and Sentra all retitled, and those are all good to go. Title-wise, the Xterra we took for inspection this week. Everything looked great on it except a couple things. The right front wheel bearing, so definitely stay tuned for that video coming up on the 2001 Nissan Xterra. That's with the 3.3 liter V6 in it, guys, so definitely that'll be a good one because I'll also show you how to check your bearings to see if they're loose or worn, anything like that, and how you would go about replacing those. So definitely stay tuned for that on the Xterra. The next thing that we have to do on the Xterra, which I didn't know, but if one of your window motors do not work, it can fail state inspection. Okay? I didn't know that. So the driver's side window didn't work. So we went and got a new window motor that we're going to go ahead and replace that and get it all good to go. I see it as going tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be actually working on that episode. But definitely stay tuned for tomorrow. It's already scheduled to release, okay? I went ahead and helped out one of my neighbors on his fuel pump on his 2004 GMC Sierra 1500 series, okay? That's the half-ton series for everyone that doesn't know trucks, okay? And he broke down like 2 hours away. Fuel pump just gave out. Now, it sounds like the fuel pump kicks on, but just because your fuel pump engages doesn't mean it's actually engaging to the fuel pressure that it needs to, okay? So it was the fuel pump. I went ahead and threw in a new one for him yesterday. Guess what? he had a full tank of fuel, okay? A full tank of fuel, and yesterday the fuel tank fell on my wrist in between recording the episode. The fuel tank was close to the ground, but it still fell on my wrist, and it's about 27 gallons worth of weight, which is right over 100 pounds. And, still didn't feel too good, so I'm dealing with that today, but we'll be good. And tomorrow I will have that window motor replacement done and the wheel bearing replacement done on the Xterra. The other two things that they had was the horn wasn't working, which I found out it was because the horn was unplugged. And then the other thing was one of the fog lights didn't work. So I guess here in Virginia, your fog lights and your headlights both have to work. Headlights I knew of course. I mean, that's a known common sense right there. But the fog lights I didn't know of because they're an accessory. But so we went ahead and got those fixed up. We're all good there. Now, the Durango we have not got to yet. Okay, I have not done the transmission cooler lines on the Durango yet. Only because, guys, and I'm going to be honest with you, okay? The Durango is not going to sell for that much, okay? And I'm trying to bring in... Now, I'm still going to have it done this week, okay? But the Xterra, with having the state inspection already done and the clean title, that one's closer to being completed than the Durango. Now, after we complete the transmission cooler lines on the Durango and refill the ATF fluid, then we can take that one to get state inspected as well. We're going to have to just see on that one. Remember that Dodge Durango is in 1998, so that is 23 years old. It's been a minute, all right? But still a classic, and people love that model and body style, that Dodge Durango. So nothing wrong there. Okay, so definitely be paying, be on the lookout this week for that one. Today is Sunday. This episode is all for you guys. I take this time to actually give you a channel update and let you know everything that's happening on the channel as well. So I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Okay, so we had two Jeep Grand Cherokees on the channel before. We had a black one and we had a green one. Okay, the green one is gone. The one we're dealing with now is the black one. Okay, both of these Jeeps were identical, but the black one is the one we are waiting for the title to come back. Okay, and we were told, okay, that it could take like 2 months for it to come back. Then we checked the mail yesterday. It came back in the mail. Yes! So we have to get another appointment with the DMV and get that one done. So if that one's back, that means the other one should be back this week as well. So we can get that title work done, finish up the Xterra this week, get that sold. We're looking at selling that for $3,000. If you guys have not seen the finished product after I did the ultimate black conditioning on the ultimate black conditioning on the trim. Now, guys, if you don't know anything about Nissan Xterras, their trim fades terribly. See, they even use it for a bottle. Okay, so this is your normal faded trim, but this ultimate black plastic restore will bring it back just looking amazing, brand new again. It'll look like you just bought it from the dealership. Okay, so I'll make sure I throw some pictures out there on the community tab. That way you guys can see the before and after of this vehicle, because if you're selling your vehicle, guys, you got to restore the plastic. Nobody likes faded plastic. It looks like junk. You know, why would someone want something? Oh, well, it's okay. People will pay extra. Okay, dealerships pay up to 6 to 12% extra when you're getting your vehicle um, appraised at the dealership. They pay up to 6 to 12% extra for a clean vehicle. Now, if you get your vehicle actually looking new, you're going to get a great offer from a dealership. Well, as great as offer is, you can get from a dealership. You're going to sell it a lot better, okay? I would rather sell it to a private seller than a dealership, because dealerships, I mean, I don't know. Even though it's not their money, okay, it's the dealership's money, they're still really picky on how much they'll actually pay for a vehicle. So it's not really worth your time all the time. All right, so the Ultimate Black really helped on the Xterra. We also had to do a little bit of body work with some Bondo, and I did not record that. I'll record it next time for you guys. That way you can check that out. Body work is definitely going to bring a lot more money to your vehicle when you're trying to sell it. Nobody wants rust spots. Nobody wants faded paint. Okay? If you want to bring more money from a vehicle that you're trying to sell, that's the way. No, Gamer T1000, I do not have an OnlyFans. That's funny. No, I'm actually about to start a membership program here on the channel, so definitely stay tuned for that one, guys. That's actually going to bring a lot more extra content. A lot of extra content for for you, the viewer. Personal live streams, personal live chats. If you're one to know how to how to be a mechanic and get into the industry, you're trying to actually, make money as a mechanic, then I actually have a program out there that is training to be a mechanic as an ASE test and doing the credentials of all that stuff. So this is all just extra things that I'm bringing to the channel. I'll also bring out bloopers and member-only wallpapers and additional videos that you get as a member. So definitely check that one out. Definitely stay tuned for that one, guys. I'm really looking forward to the membership program. I've been putting a lot of time and energy into that and in the repairs. So, hey, CP3088. Hey, just watched the video on the oil pan for your Malibu. Holy crap. Amazing job. Was it 100% necessary to remove the front exhaust manifold? Yes. CP, the Malibu. Now, guys, if you did not see the oil pan on the Malibu, it actually changed my outlook on Chevrolets in general. It has been a lifelong dream of mine to have the nicest, fanciest Corvette one day. But when I did that Malibu oil pan job, CP, I'm no longer getting a Corvette. I don't care. I don't care if one was given to me for free. I would not take a Chevrolet. Okay? That's just me personally. Here, I'll give you an example. Okay? That Malibu oil pan replacement is an 8-hour job. Okay? 8 hours. Oil pan replacement on let's say a GT500, a Ford. Okay? 4 hours. A replacement, oil pan replacement on a Dodge Viper SRT10. 3 hours. Why is the Malibu so hard? Are you kidding me? It's insane. So I feel the same way. I have a 08 Pontiac G6. I am super not excited about the job. What's going on? What do you got going on that one? But yeah, to answer your question, yes, the front exhaust manifold had to come off. That engine mount that's right by your crank pulley, that has to come off as well. And then you are going to run across a problem, CP, at the very end of the Malibu oil pan. Okay? There is a tab on the right side. Right far side. So away from you, if you're at the front of the vehicle, away from you, but on the right side, there's a tab. If you look up there, and this tab is only maybe a ½ inch. Okay? The thing is going to get in your way. It is the biggest thorn in your side ever, but it's going to get in your way. Now, the way to get the oil pan off without fabricating something from that tab is to separate the transmission and push it back about 1 inch. Which, to do that, you'll have to take all the bolts out of the bell housing. You'll have to take your flywheel bolts off. It's just a lot, right? So the thing you're going to find that is going to be the easiest way to do it and does not damage the vehicle's operation at all is to take a Sawzall and cut off that little tab. It's just ½ inch tab. Cut it off. It'll come right out. You'll save yourself time. If it's your Malibu, okay, you're going to save yourself time. If it's a customer of yours, let them know of the customization that you're making because not a lot of people like cutting on their car. Okay, so let them know. Jim, what's up, man? Hey, we were talking last time, Jim, and you just took off, bro. Yeah, I was having a conversation with you, and you just left. No. So, CP, same thing with a bad gasket, and the oil filter housing gasket needs to be replaced, I assume. Your video is the best one on the internet right now. Thank you. I actually had to find you via the engine LZ4 3500. Really? You know, I think I did use one of those keywords, just the engine type on that. But you're looking at the Pontiac G6. Yeah. That one, yeah, should be the same engine and everything, match it up. But thank you for the compliment, though, CP. I definitely try to, you know, CP, add some more tags, brother. You deserve views. It's 100% the same down there. Okay, cool. Then yeah, you're going to run across the same on that one, brother. Okay? That tab is going to run in your way, and you're going to see it. Remember, right side, far right side, you're going to see the tab. I just took my Sawzall and trimmed it, got it out of there. It doesn't change anything to the vehicle. I let the owner of the vehicle know of the fabrication I was doing, and they were completely fine with it. You know, not everyone is going to want you to take the transmission out. Okay, why? Because it adds another 6-7 hours to the job. You know, to get everything out of your way and get it all dismounted. It's just bundle of worms, man. Bundle of worms. But I am glad that you found the video, CP, and I am very glad that you enjoyed the video and it helped you on your oil pan replacement. So, good to know. Thanks. Do I need to cut it for removal or putting it back? For removal. Yeah. You're going to try to find every way right? And that's why it took me a little while. As you see in the video, I started in the morning and I was ending when the sun was setting. So I was shooting that video for about 6, 7 hours. Okay, and that's what happens when you shoot the videos. But you know, I want you guys to see all the mistakes that, not mistakes. I do make mistakes, and you're more than happy to see them. But I want to make those instead of you guys. I want to cut the time down that you're spending on that repair. That way you can get in, get out, you're good to go. Then if you're doing it for, your spouse or something, you just fix the car, and you're like, yeah, I did that. All for you. You're welcome. A couple brownie points for you right there. So nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video this week on the membership program, because I have 5 different levels with it. I'm trying to help people from the person that just wants to support the channel and say, I love it, I love the channel, and all the way to the person that is, making money out there. Once you're actually comfortable with working on your own vehicle, I tell my son this all the time. I tell all my children this. Why aren't you making money changing oil? People are paying a dealership hundreds of dollars to change their oil. Like, it's the same thing. You still have to reset the oil light. You still have to drain the oil. You still have to replace the oil filter, whether it be a cartridge or a can. I think a lot of people overwhelm themselves when it comes to vehicles, and it's just like, man, this is just too much for me to do on my vehicle. And I want to show you guys that's not right. That's not true. It's so different. And I want to make it where it's fun for you guys and you get your repairs done, and you can be just like CP here. Made many repairs on my girl's car. She loves it. I know she does. I know my wife loves it. Yeah, Jim, out in the garage, my wife's watching one of her shows. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather be in the garage anyways. It's just a lot more open. I have umbrella lights that light up in here as well, so you guys have plenty of light on all the videos. But I really enjoyed being in the garage last YouTube Live because I'm a really interactive kind of speaker. You know how some people speak with their hands? Well, I just like grabbing stuff around the garage and talking about it. And like this one, I put this up here to talk to you guys about it because it saved me on the Nissan Xterra the other day. I'll go ahead and talk about it now. Thank you, Jim. So, all right. So this, guys, for everyone that does not know what this is, okay, it is a spark tester. Okay, see that right there? Now you have a boot on this side. Now, of course, my spark tester broke when I was using it the other day. But you're going to have a clip that goes in the boot, okay, and it goes on your wire, and it's going to look like a spark plug wire, okay? Now, this is great to test a distributor cap that's failing. Great to test spark plug wires that are failing as well. But what you want to do is you want to unplug your spark plug wire from your spark plug, plug this end into the spark plug wire and this end onto the spark plug. Then you want to go ahead and start the vehicle. Now, if the vehicle doesn't start, like this vehicle didn't because it had a bad distributor cap, you can still try to crank it. Now, when the engine is rolling over, okay, trying to crank, it is going to have sparks coming from the distributor cap, the spark plug wires. And you're going to see that in the chamber here. Okay, let me show you guys, because I know you don't have Superman viewing or Superman vision. There we go. You guys see it there? All right. So in the chamber here, you're going to see flashes and lightning, okay? You're supposed to see that. That means that your distributor cap is working, okay? When you see the lightning in the chamber. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, what if I have a coil? Does it work the same? Yes, okay? All you have to do is unplug the coil. See, I told you I was an interactive, speaker, Jim. You see that? I just randomly picked up the marker, and I was going to write something, but there's nothing to write. It's all up here. All right. So if you don't see the lightning, guys, you have a bad distributor cap or a bad coil, whatever you have this plugged into. Okay, this is on the spark plug. You have your distributor cap and your spark plug wire attaching right here. Okay, if you have coils, you have your coil attached right here. But great thing though, a great thing, guys, okay? Coils. You will never have to use a spark tester on a coil. Why? Why, you may ask? I'll tell you why. Everyone out there in TV land. Because coils, when they go bad, they throw an engine code. Okay? An engine code telling you exactly what cylinder has a misfire and why is it misfiring. Well, misfire is the coil's not working. So you'll have ignition coil faulty on your engine code. You replace that one ignition coil, not all of them, okay? I don't care what dealership tells you, well, we got to replace them all. Oh, I'm sorry, are all the coils bad? Because that'd be like a freak accident. Never will all of your coils go bad. Now, I know what you're thinking. Zach, you replace all the coils when you do a plug and coil job. Yes, I do. That's because I order my coils off of Amazon. And I get all of my coils for the price of one dealership coil. Okay? So I replace them all. They all look nice and flashy, and they look great and new with the new spark plugs. So that's what I do. But you don't have to do that. Okay? With ignition coils, it will tell you exactly which one is not working. You replace it, you fix the problem. With distributor caps and spark plug wires, you do not have that. Jim might be on a 5.4. I love Rock Auto. Oh man, Rock Auto. I don't know, CP. I don't know if I'm with you on that one, brother. But 5.4. No, this one was on the 3.3 liter V6 in the 2001 Nissan Xterra. So that one was fun. You know, you want to see an old school motor? Look in a 2001 Nissan Xterra. That's an old school motor right there. So, CP, yeah, you know what? I've replaced some Rock Auto. You know, I've replaced some parts and used some parts from Rock Auto. Personally, I don't like them. I'm going to tell you why. Now, you can say I'm biased, you know, with it. But, I mean, Rock Auto, the shipping is long. And sometimes, I don't know. The last part I got from them was damaged. That I had to customize the part just to make it work. Because I didn't want to have to ship it back. Because then I would have had to wait 2 weeks for them to get it back, and then another 2 weeks to get the part, and the person just needed a car. So I order on Amazon. I'm a Prime member, you know, so I get the parts quick. Most of the parts, I would say about 95% of the parts that I order on Amazon are Amazon Prime parts. So you can get them just as quick as I do, as long as you are an Amazon Prime member. So CP, for random things, it is pretty cool. Never had an issue yet. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean, the last part that I got was a rack and pinion, and it was a rack and pinion for a Pathfinder. Yes, for a Pathfinder. And it was 4x4 on that one. Really nice. And I was replacing the rack and pinion. I do have the video on the channel as well for that one. But man, I don't know if it was Rock Auto or if it was the logistics or the shipping company or what. But when I got it one of the pressure lines was crushed. Like, I mean, you have a line in a rack and pinion and it's welded in and it comes up just maybe about a ½ inch, right? And it runs a good like 3 feet of the rack and pinion. And it looked like someone just landed something incredibly heavy on it and it crushed it. And I had to make it work. And we got it, and it didn't leak at all. But it's just that it's the principle of the matter. I'm on a time crunch just like everyone else. And it's hard. Tim, I like Amazon, but O'Reilly is my go-to. It's local and lifetime warranty on most parts. Most definitely, I do like O'Reilly's. The closest one to my house is Advanced Auto. So if I do have to get any fluids or bulbs, any of my cleaners, stuff like that, I go to Advanced. And they know me, they're great people, it just, I do like the warranties that they have. I do not go to AutoZone. I believe they're overpriced substantially, and I would go to O'Reilly's if one was closer to me. I really hope the O'Reilly's actually around me in this part of Virginia mixes paint. Now, my wife doesn't understand why I say I want O'Reilly's to mix the paint. She says, let's just go to a hardware store where they mix paint. And it's like, 1 second. I'll tell you why I want to go to O'Reilly's to mix paint. Hold on, CP. I also go to Advanced for small things like that. Amazon is good when I can find the parts easy. Definitely. Yep. I got a exhaust repair flex pipe on eBay yesterday. Wish me luck. Hello. Thankfully, I have a guy who will weld it up for me. That's good. Yeah, man. You know what? You can't go wrong with flex pipe. You can't go wrong with it as order on eBay. I mean, it's pretty. You would hope they wouldn't mess that up. So, my fingers are crossed for you, brother. I hope you get what you ordered. So, all right. Why do I want to go to O'Reilly's to mix paint? Well, some O'Reilly's have DuPont paint. And DuPont for one, is really nice automotive paint, okay? Next, I want to go to someone that loves cars and vehicles just as much as I do, okay? When I'm mixing some custom paint, or if I'm doing something and it's something special, right? If you talked me into doing a custom project for a person, and I'm doing a custom paint job, okay, I want that to just be a showstopper. I want people to be breaking necks when this thing comes around, right? And you're not going to get that from a hardware store, okay? Hardware stores don't care about cars like you and I do, okay? O'Reilly's and people that work at those parts stores, they do care. Okay, so they're going to give you a little bit of insight. Ooh, man, it would be real nice if you put some pearl in this paint. Or, ooh, what if you did this? Yeah, that's the kind of ideas you want if you don't already know what you want in your paint. But I think it's really cool. I love talking to fellow car people always. Yeah, as long as they take care of their vehicle, of course. But I have to throw that out there. But yeah, no, Jim, I'm right with you with O'Reilly's. I love them. They do have some great warranties. But yeah, it it really is a toss up sometimes. But as always, in all my videos, I'll always put the parts that I used on Amazon. That way, it's easier for you guys. You find it, you know what to use, and I know the feeling, what it feels like when you have to search for a part, and that's with me searching for a part. I've been working on vehicles for over 20 years. Right? What about that person that has never worked on their vehicle, right? And they're trying to save a couple bucks on their repair bills, but they don't know anything about cars. Okay? That's why I do this. All right? This is what I love, because I'm not going to say any names, okay? Because you might be on this YouTube live. You might jump in here while I'm trying to tell you guys. You know, but I stood there because I go to a place for state inspections, but everybody there knows me. But the deal is, I go for state inspections, but I can't tell them, you know, they're getting ripped off. All right, so I have to be quiet, or I have to drop my vehicle off and leave. But I saw them, and God, I'm serious. Okay, they quoted a lady $700 for an ignition coil replacement. Okay, because she had a misfire. $700? Are you freaking kidding me? Why? Right? So I'm like, I even took a video of myself doing it. Okay, I could totally pull it up on my Amazon photo account, but I was so mind blown that this is what they're doing. Right? Okay, there's a difference. Okay, there's a difference, guys, between you get the ignition coils online. Guess what? I get the same ignition coils as some of these shops out here. Advanced. I even talked to those parts stores, okay? Because I have a commercial account with them when I go in and purchase things. It has a list price, it has a retail price. What shops do is they charge you the retail price, not the list price. The list price is what everyone else pays. You could get that same part if you went to the parts store yourself instead of going to a repair shop. Go buy the part yourself, all right? And then get a mechanic, if you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, throw it in for you, okay? These shops, yeah, they're going to say, oh, I got warranty on my work. But what work? A lot of these guys, or a lot of these shops, will say they didn't touch something when they did, okay? Or they'll not put a gasket in right. I've seen that one before. Hilarious, okay? I understand if you never worked on vehicles before, but don't toot your horn and then not put in a valve cover gasket correctly, okay? If you're a long-standing shop in the area, hey, more power to you, brother. Okay, do your thing. I'll cheer for a person, a small business, any day of the week. But man, check your valve cover gasket before you put it back in. I had a person come to me and they're like, I don't understand, Zach. I just had the valve cover gasket done. There's oil spewing everywhere. And guess what? When you put an oil gasket in, you're supposed to shake it up, down, left, right. You're moving it into position. Okay. Because sometimes that valve cover gasket, if you do not install it correctly, can roll, okay? And you won't notice it rolling, okay? But you will notice it roll, a rolled gasket when it's spewing hot engine oil out onto the rest of your engine. You'll notice that, especially if the hood's open and it hits you, okay? You got to be careful, guys. Nothing wrong with saving a lot of money, but we got to do it right. Make sure you follow all the videos because I'm doing it right for you, because I don't want to get hit with boiling engine oil just as much as you don't. So, CP, I used to live in Arkansas. Oh, sorry, brother. All right, and it was this, and it was the sort of flipped there. really is just the quality of the staff that work there. Everyone is rude in New Jersey, though. Laugh out loud. Also, Bear River Converters on eBay is awesome for exhaust repairs. Sweet. Okay, I'll have to remember that. I don't do a lot of business on eBay anymore. As I said, I need the stuff like immediately, if not like the next day or two. But I'll definitely check out Bear River Converters. I was only kidding about Arkansas as well. I grew up in Missouri myself. Born in Texas, grew up in Missouri. I love the Midwest. Arkansas is a very beautiful state for everyone that has not been there. If you go to the Ozark Mountains, okay, the Ozark Mountains, that's South Missouri, North Arkansas, and it's a very beautiful area that you can actually run into those old-time candy shops in that area as well, because the Ozark Mountains is a very beautiful vacation area right there in the Midwest. So yes, I do know a little bit about Arkansas. Don't know much about Jersey. Went through there once to go to New York, and yeah, just crazy. But CP, glad I left, man. Sorry for my spelling. Roommate was talking to me when I wrote that. You're good, brother. No worries. Yes, Lake Ozark is amazing. I absolutely love it. What is it? My wife and I are planning a trip to Arizona soon to go to Lake Havasu. And Lake Havasu is Lake Ozark, but in Arizona. I'm telling you, hands down, it's awesome. But I have family that live in Phoenix, and we're only making this trip because, get this, guys, and I'm going to make a video not only of the trip, but the cool gift my mother just gave me, and that's a school bus. Yeah, big diesel engine school bus. I'm going to throw the pictures up in the community tab. So guys, if you are not checking the community tab of the channel, make sure you do, because I'm going to start start posting a lot of stuff on there to keep you guys in the loop. Also, for all the new members that are joining the membership program, there's also a member-only community tab. You'll see it. It's on the community tab, but there's member-only posts that I'll be able to talk to all you members out there and let you know all those awesome new member-only videos we got coming out soon. So, Dustin, CP, I live near the Spring River. I'll have to look that up, man. Yeah, I think I'll look over Jersey sometimes, as it's not just like a suburb of New York. It's actually an entire state, so I'll definitely have to check that out and see what's going on up in Jersey, because we love traveling too. So, Dustin, do catch cans actually help on EcoBoost engines? I've seen a lot of conflicting data from both sides. I love that. Dustin, did you see the new video we just got? The EcoBoost engine on the 2017 Ford Expedition. So I'm interested in that, man. You know what? I'm going to put that on the list on EcoBoost. Does it help? You guys stay tuned for that one, brother. Dustin, I got you, okay? I'm going to do some research myself, because, one, I have the EcoBoost engine now, so this is, affecting me just as much as anyone else with the EcoBoost engine. So I'm going to check out on that. I'm going to do my due diligence. There you go. I don't know why I wanted to say dill first. I'm hungry, guys. Yeah. Woo! Dill pickles with a good grilled cheese, custom grilled cheese. Yeah, all right. So, catch cans on an EcoBoost engine. Does it help? I got you, man. Yeah. Hey, you and me both, brother. Because, the EcoBoost, amazing engine. okay? Twin turbo V6 engine. You're looking at 370 horsepower, 420 foot-pounds of torque. Okay, that's before making any modifications or aftermarket mods to that engine. That's beautiful. Okay, you're saving fuel, and you still have the power to do the towing that you want to do. We want to do towing. We want to have a camper. You know, sadly, the small SUVs just don't cut it. You know, you can't get a Jeep Grand Cherokee and tow a camper. It only does 5,000 pounds. You know, good luck finding a camper that's under 5,000 pounds and fits 8 people. You know, hard. Okay, especially when, you know, they don't want to camp anyways because they want to be in the AC. Okay. But yeah, stay tuned for that one, Dustin. I got you, brother. Baby Liz, what is up, brother? Hey, good afternoon to you as well, and a happy blessed Sunday as you as well, brother. I got you. Jim, I just got my Chevy Astro. Super excited to start working on it. Needs a wheel bearing. It sounds pretty awful. I know that feeling right there, Jim. That's awesome, baby Liz. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. I know the struggle, man. You know what? So I go in for the state inspection the other day, right, on the Nissan Xterra. And what happens? The dude picks the wheel and shakes it. I'm like, oh, no. No. I'm not a big fan of wheel bearings. You know, but I got a big tub of grease, as you see. I'm not, you know, stranger to wheel bearings. I'll knock them out, and I got to knock it out this week as well. So I know the struggle right there, Jim. I'm going to be right along with you this week as well. So I'll make sure I make an episode and record my video when I'm doing the wheel bearing. Should be a lot of fun. So, Dustin, I also recommend the Flowmaster Delta Boost Plug and Play mod. For $200, you get plus 4 pounds of boost. That's nasty right there. That is cool. Now, I gotta wait a little bit on doing anything to the truck. Okay. Now, I only say truck because it is a truck, guys. I mean, you can say it's an SUV. I call it a truck. You know, it does everything a truck does except have a bed. That's cool. You know, they're not okay with kids sitting in the beds of trucks now, anyways. So SUV will work just fine. CP did a wheel bearing for my buddy in college on his 2015 Versa. What's a fun job? I bet it was, man. Those small cars are always fun to work on. You know, they make them real easy. I mean, you don't have to worry about the part being crazily torqued on or anything. But, you know, check out the video. I'll release it tomorrow, that fuel pump replacement on the 2004 GMC Sierra 1500 series. That wasn't too bad. A lot of people don't like replacing fuel pumps, but you know what? I found it. If you want to make money, right, charge someone like $400 to replace a fuel pump, and they will happily do it. Okay, I don't work on other people's cars anymore for like money. It's just not worth it to me. You know, as you know, a lot of you guys know, I'm a disabled combat vet. This is what I do full time. You know, I mean, I'm retired. You know, I work on the cars because I love helping people, you know, and I love helping other parents and just people out there, you know, trying to put more money away for themselves, but is having that money taken by the repair shop. So, you know, all in all, hey, I'm here for you guys. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know about any of the repairs coming up. If you cannot catch me on a YouTube live or with one of the episodes and it's important, you got to have your question answered right away, hit me up in the email. I put my business email in all of the video descriptions. It's sellthoseflippingcars@gmail.com. Just hit me up, guys. I don't want you hitting your heads against the wall. when it comes to these repairs. I want your vehicle back up and running. That way, you guys can keep making money. Keep doing your thing. So, Jim, those manifolds are fun to do on those 3.5 liters. Poor design flaw on those. Rear stud always breaks and starts leaking. Yes, that was what we were talking about. My bad, Dustin. Yeah, the EcoBoost does have its flaws. Of course, I'm in that early dating stage. I just got it again. I'm really happy. We hold hands a lot together. So me and my EcoBoost are really getting along good. All right. But yeah, you're right, Jim. The EcoBoost does have its design flaws. Those turbos, the earlier stage of the EcoBoost, if you were to get a 2012 to 2014, that's like getting Windows when it first came out. Just a bad idea. The turbos were going out. It was spewing oil everywhere. Just a lot of people didn't like it. Some of the flaws are out, but still some aren't. I'm really, really looking forward to putting a lot of those episodes here on the channel dealing with the EcoBoost. And I think it's going to be nice because I want to know everything about that truck. And that way I don't break it. So, all right, CP. Oh, big question. I slowly lose power steering fluid on the G6. Replaced pump a couple of years ago, but still have the issue. Heard the high side hose gets eaten by the exhaust over time. I also lose steering for a brief moment when I go through a big puddle, but also get a battery light, meaning some split, so I replaced the tensioner arm yesterday, meaning some slip. Okay, I got you. Maybe the high and low power steering hoses, maybe the rack. How would I diagnose these problems? All right, you're on the right track, CP, and I like where you're headed. Okay, first thing, you should always check. 1 second, Tizzy. Type it out, brother, and I got you. All right. All right, CP, you're on the right track. High and low pressure hoses, high and low power steering hoses. When you are losing fluid, okay, the first thing you should always check, okay, in what year is that G6? Did you already say that, CP? Oh wait, yep, dry rot. All right, so power steering hoses are made out of rubber, guys. Rubber is subject to dry rot. Dry rot comes with temperature changes, high and low temperature changes. You can go around this, and Jim, this is why I like being in the garage now, brother. All right, this is your normal rubber power steering hose, okay? That's rubber, okay? Just like you would see all the time, okay? This is silicone. Now, no, you do not have to get blue, okay? But with a lot of the rubber hoses in your engine, due to the temperature changes, no matter where you live, this rubber hose is going to heat up, cool down, heat up, cool down, just by being near the engine. Now, outside temperature also makes a difference, but that is why these crack and give out over time. That's also what happens to your gaskets. When you replace an oil pan gasket or a valve cover gasket, you notice it was rubber. It was rubber at one time, and I was looking over there because I thought I threw a gasket over there, and the thing was just a straight board. It's like this. That was the gasket, okay? Guys, when you pull a gasket out, that's bad, okay? Because rubber does not form when it's hardened, okay? So, back to your power steering leak. That would be where I would check first, okay? Look to see if, yeah, it really depends if it's rained lately, okay? So, work with me here, CP. Let's say it has not rained lately in Jersey, which I think you guys got rain this week because we got rain this week. All right. If you look under your vehicle, look for leaks, okay? Look for dirt that is built up, okay? Dirt is attracted, okay, to liquid, especially power steering, brake fluid, engine oil, okay? All these things attract dirt like crazy. It's a magnet, okay? So if you see dirt on there, you have a leak there. Now, if you see wet dirt, okay, wet dirt, then that's an active leak, okay? Remember, always, guys, when you're looking for a leak, follow it up, okay? Always go up, and then that'll help you find it. So that's where I would check first, your hoses, because most of the time they're broke, okay, or cracked and they're leaking. A lot of the time, right at the end, you'll get a hairline crack right at the end of the hose, okay, and it will be weeping under the hose clamp, okay? That happens as well. So definitely check that, and to see if the rack and pinion is leaking, look at the ends, okay? You have seals, okay? Not only a dust seal, but you have actual seals in your rack and pinion, okay? See if, all right, when you're looking at your, I don't know if I have a cylinder around here. I don't think I do. All right, look at your rack and pinion, okay? You're going to have the smooth side. Gosh, I just have to draw this out, man. Where is it? Hold on. That's bad. I used a permanent marker on that. That's not good. All right. So there's the shiny side to your rack and pinion. Okay. Check to see if there's any liquid left over on the shiny part of the rack and pinion before. Okay. Here's your seal. Okay. Here's your rod. Okay. That attaches to your hub over there. Okay. Check on this rod right here to see if you see any fluid on there. If you see fluid on there, then your seal is blown, okay? And you'll have to reseal the rack and pinion or replace it with a new rack and pinion. Hope that helps, CP. Got you, brother. All right, Tizzy. Hey, man, I got a quick, maybe a dumb question that I probably already know the answer to. All right, let me see. Okay, you probably don't remember, but I'm the guy who had the 2003 Ford Taurus a while back now. Got a 98 Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer edition. Okay. Most times when I start my car, it doesn't crank right away. I got to pump the gas a little to start it. Now, there can only be 3 things wrong, I'm sure of. All right, you said it cranks, Tizzy. So you get a crank but no fire situation? Tizzy said the starter, crankshaft sensor, or battery. Now I'm sure the battery is good because I measured the current with a multimeter and the voltage read over 12 volts. Okay. CP, wait a minute, just on yours, brother. I got you. Tizzy, not all the time when you put a multimeter on top of your battery, okay, that's called surface charge. Okay, you got to do a load test of your battery to actually know if it's good. Next, are you getting it cranking, or does it just do a one click? Does it just click when you turn the key, or does it do click 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 click? You know the thing. All right, let me know. CP, it's a complete mess down there with the oil pan issue. With now, the hoses are going to be behind the wheel. Oh, behind the wheel well covers and behind a bunch of stuff. So it's hard to tell right now. Yet again, going to be hard with all the engine oil on everything. I might shoot you an email with some pictures. You would definitely get a kick out of it. Thanks for the answers. That really helped. You're most welcome, CP. It's my pleasure, brother. Let me know. Definitely send me an email. And yeah, we'll go and get through that. You know what? Sometimes when it comes to on the vehicles, you have multiple things wrong with the vehicle. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. You just got to work down the list, guys. You just got to make a list for yourself. That's why I have these big lists. You see this? I'm a terrible, if I'm trying to remember all the problems that are going on with these vehicles, I won't remember all that. With the Xterra, let's see, we still got the bearing, and so the window I gotta fix, right? Um, Also, hey, don't miss on the Jeep Grand Cherokee. The title did come back, so that's awesome. But I still want to do one more video on that Jeep before I let it go and out of my hands. I want to do the oil pan gasket replacement on the 4.7 liter V8 4x4 edition. Okay, I see 2x4. I see two-wheel drive all over YouTube. I do not see the 4x4 to, my liking there, and if I can't find it, it means you guys can't find it, and if you can't find it, it means people are struggling out there with it. So I'm gonna fix that. All right. Okay, so it cranked numerous times. All right, so if it cranked numerous times, it's not the starter, okay? And it's not the battery, okay? If it's cranking numerous times, wait, last question. Do you have any engine codes from it doing this, Tizzy? CP, no engine lights, and I keep everything above the oil pan nice. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Well, dude, as I said, CP, it's all good, brother. Just deal with the oil pan first. Get it cleaned up. Use purple power. Not purple power. Where is it? Super. Here we go. This super clean. This degreaser, okay, that'll clean off all the engine oil that you have, okay, and I mean coat the engine with this. I got a barrel of this around here. You see, this is the size of Simple Green that I get, okay. There's nothing wrong with cleaning these engines, okay. So clean the engine off with some degreaser after you replace the oil pan gasket. Wash that all off. Okay, and then start the car. Work the steering wheel back and forth. Now, after you replace the oil pan gasket, of course. Okay, it's gonna make a little bit of a mess right after you just cleaned up the engine, but that's okay. You want it to, okay, because it's gonna give it away. It's gonna give away that leak location, and that's the hardest part. for people to fix their cars is finding the location of these leaks. So clean off the engine after you replace the oil pan gasket, get it nice and clean down there, around the power steering as well. Everywhere where you suspect it to be leaking from. Clean up that area, restart it, let it leak. Okay? Sounds great, Jim. It was great seeing you again, brother, and I'll see you next week, man. I look forward to it. Tizzy, yeah, that's what it did. Well, it sounds like it's losing power as I started, which I never encountered before, but in my mind, it's the battery. But the load test was low above average, like 13.7. Okay, so your battery's not your problem then. If the load test passed, okay, you're getting cranking, okay, so you're getting power. You need to check for a couple more things. If you're not getting a engine code, then it's not your crankshaft sensor. Remember, that crankshaft sensor will give you an engine code immediately if that thing's not working. So if it's cranking, but it's not firing up, there's two things that you could be missing. One is spark, one is fuel, okay? The way we check for spark is just like I told you with the spark plug tester. You can pick this up for about $6 online, or you can pick it up at your local parts store. That could be doing it. You cannot have spark, or when you turn the car to accessory, listen for the hum of the fuel pump. It'll only go on for about 3 to 4 seconds, but that will indicate if your fuel pump is engaging or not. Did it just stop working on you, Tizzy, or has it been down for a while? Or were you driving it when it started acting like this? While I'm waiting on Tizzy to respond back. Guys, I always want to thank you for your awesome support here on the channel. I hope you guys do check out the member program, or at least check out the videos, see what I have to offer on all the bloopers and hidden videos, and just stuff to bring you guys more into the community. Let me know, of course, if there's any videos that you're having problems with on your vehicle. If I do not have the vehicle in front of me, I can do an example on another vehicle and share that just for you. I have done it in the past for my other subscribers, and I love doing that for my future subscribers as well. Guys, let's make this year, okay, the year that we all start saving on our repair bills and start putting that money towards us instead of someone's overpriced overhead. Okay? So, those are the two things, Tizzy, fuel and spark. Now, there's always other things that it could race into. But those are the two things that I would check with first. It always helps if you do have an engine code. So, always check that. The great thing about engine codes, and I want to tell you guys this, okay? Engine codes, even though someone thinks they've erased them, they haven't erased them, okay? It's still in the history. If it's pending and it's not a solid engine code yet, it's still in the history, okay? So a great thing to do is to see those codes that came up by looking in your vehicle's history, okay? Now, of course, if you have any engine codes, let me know, and I will diagnose it with you, troubleshoot it. That way we can get you guys back on the road. So, other than that, guys, yeah, so we're going to go ahead, do the bearing and window motor replacement on the Xterra, get that re-inspected. That one should be really fun flip. We didn't pay that much money for it, so it should be cool. Durango, we're going to do the TS lines, the transmission cooler lines on that one. Get that going. The fuel pump replacement video that I told you guys about, that'll be coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll make sure all the editing is done today. That way you guys can have that to start your Monday with. Start the week strong. Always good there. So gas cans on. I'm going to knock that one out this week because I'm really kind of excited and like, oh, what can happen, right? It'll be cool. Jeep title we have to knock out this week, but we're waiting on that other Jeep title come in too. So hopefully that one comes in tomorrow. If it doesn't, too bad. I'll just have to make 2 trips. So, and then we got the oil pan gasket on the Jeep Grand Cherokee also coming up. The person that had me doing the timing job on that 2017 Hyundai Elantra, I have not got to it yet due to the tree falling and crushing our last vehicle. The tow company finally came and got the vehicle yesterday, so we got our driveway back. Hopefully we can get that job in this week as well, get that timing job knocked out. I still owe you guys a pressure washer video. It's sitting right there. I mean, I got the work done. I've been pressure washing everything. I've been washing the cars, and I just haven't made the video, and I'm sorry about that, guys. I will knock that out as well. So, put that one on the list this week. Let's see. And then we got those. Yeah. Definitely have to get that member video out there for you guys. I keep saying it, but then I keep doing repairs to the vehicles. It's crazy. Tizzy, did you have any other questions for me, man? Just checking. And what else we got? Yeah, we got to repair some headliner. As well. That should be pretty fun. And we start the Sentra as well. So 1 second. I could have swore Baby Liz asked me a question. No, he didn't. He just stopped by. Oh, man. I love when you guys just stop by, man. That's awesome. Now, guys, well, if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. We definitely have a really busy week coming up, so definitely stay tuned for all those great episodes that will be coming out this week. Definitely, guys, if you like the videos that you see, make sure you hit the like button. It tells YouTube and myself I'm doing a great job, and I just keep on making those videos for you guys. Also, if you see the YouTube live and it's over, then just leave it in the comment section. Anyways, your question, and I will respond back to you, okay? All of the questions go to my phone. So my wife tells me all the time, we're having dinner. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, that's awesome, and your breaks down fun. And it's like, man, but it's always good. CP redid my headliner on a 04 Dakota. Messed up the first time, but the second time went great. Good time. I bet, man. I can't wait for it. But thanks again for everything, brother. Have a good Sunday. You as well, CP. And thank you, everyone, for checking out another great YouTube Live here on the channel. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section down below. And definitely stay tuned for some great episodes this week. And thank you, as always, guys, for your continued support here on the channel. So, I'm Zachary. This is Sell Those Flipping Cars. And until next time, guys, just keep on wrenching, all right? Take care, guys. See you in the next episode.